does that look? Hello, everyone. It's going to be an exciting live tonight. We have a lot of information to give you, and we have a lot of information to share. So I see, hey Gabby, hey Felicia, hey Kia, I see you. Kia, look what I'm about to smoke. Shameless plug. The Sugar Mama from Conscious. I'm about to smoke this as we're doing a live. And as Kevin said when he was describing the cigar, the Sugar Mama, the tip is sweet and it is really, really smooth. Manufactured in Esteli, Nicaragua. This cigar is the bomb, and it was featured at the NAACP. So I'm getting ready to smoke this in commemoration of their sponsorship. Thank you, Kevin. Conscious Cigars and Kia. Appreciate you. As we wait. Oh, it's 7 o'clock. Hey, Gabby. How are ya? I got the novelettes on. I love those young ladies. They are so... Listen, God couldn't have sent me a better group of individuals that want to learn, want to just do better. So I'm waiting for my publicist Dee Dee to join, and as she, hey Latoya, Legacy Cigars, I see you in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Her sticks are amazing as well. We've got a few special guests that we're going to bring in tonight. Hey Dee Dee, there you are. I was waiting on you. You know I can't start without you. So how do I get you in here, Dee Dee? Hey, Usama. That's my social media manager, Usama. He's been with me for about 3 years. He's the absolute best. Hey, Ja, my MUA. Yes, sir. And my hairstylist. So, yeah, he did this for me real quick on Monday so that I can look right for the people tonight. So, let's see. Where are you, Dee Dee? How do I get you, Dee Dee? Let's go. Add this. Here you go. Okay. How do I get you in here, Dee Dee? In Dee Dee now because I just accepted it. Oh, why isn't it? Hold on. I got you. There you go.
Yes.
I don't know why it always does that. I don't know.
Am I here? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear
Yes,
me?
I can. Yes.
Perfect. Hello. Oh, I love the hair.
Well, you know, just a little something. I am getting ready for Miss Novelty's Love Jones weekend.
I am too. I'm so excited. I'm sure we're going to talk about that.
We're going to talk about that.
Yes. I'm smoking a Conscious cigar. It's called the Sugar Mama. So this is the cigar, Dee Dee, that was featured at the NAACP. This is one of the cigars. This is their signature line here, Sugar Mama, and it is absolutely. So I'll be smoking this throughout the live today, okay?
Oh, nice. And I can ask questions in between about the flavor and all of that. I would love to do that.
Yes. So I'll keep that to myself until you ask me. So,
okay.
But this is the end. The tip.
Is it sweet?
But anyway,
because
it is.
The name is Sugar Mama, right? You say Sugar Mama?
Yes. Look at the label.
Oh,
look at that. Isn't that cute?
Oh wow! Oh, I love that fro. I'm so here for it. I love that.
Yes.
I love it.
Felicia.
Well, listen, come on in, everyone. We are so excited about tonight's live, a moment with Miss Novelty, of course. Tonight's episode is entitled "I Am My Sister's Keeper." Industry women making boss moves. Making boss moves. So we are dispelling that myth that we hear all the time about Black women can't get along. They can't do business together. They can't accomplish goals and dreams together. They can't rise high together. We're going to tell you tonight that that is absolutely not true. And we have many examples with Miss Novelty tonight and her partners. So we are excited. So come on in, call a friend, tell them to log in. Miss Novelty is live tonight. You can hear directly from the Queen. She's in the building.
Yes, yes. And I'm so excited because this time I'm bringing my team, my friends, my sister friends, my partners with me. They can describe their experience, explain what they do, how they do what they do, and how we come together so cohesively. So I'm ready to dive into that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Before we bring on Felicia Williams, um, we you actually came up with this particular live because you managed to co-curate one event in Houston and activate a whole nother event all the way across the country in LA simultaneously on the same weekend. And so, of course, everyone wants to know, how was that possible? What was the strategy? Number one, how did you even think that you can do both at the same time? What did you come up with to be able to do that when you realized they were both on the same weekend and it was important for you to do both?
So real quick, Karen is waiting. So Karen, what I'm going to do is accept you. So you're fine. All you have to do is stay where you are, and I'll just accept the button when you're going to be joined with us. So you're good. So just stay where you are. So I got you. But so that was happenstance. I did not plan that. I was in the midst of co-curating the Puff and Duchess Women's Conference with Felicia in Houston. And of course, we started planning that last year. So that was already in the works. And then I got the call a couple of months before the conference that I was invited to be a part of the gifting suite. And I told Felicia, and I said, Felicia, listen, we're going to work this out. I'm not going to be there physically, but I promise you I'm going to be there in spirit, and I'm going to make sure that everything will be pristine and perfect, because not because I'm not going to be there, but just because the spirit of excellence. And she was like, okay, Sandra. And that's one of the meanings of, my sister's keeper. She said, I will hold it down here while you go and do that. And we're just going to work together. That was one of the perfect examples of being my sister's keeper. Even though I was physically in LA, Felicia was physically in Houston. She was with me in spirit in LA, because we talked every single day. We were planning behind the scenes because we had a couple of faux pas that happened. Felicia's going to explain that, but we didn't panic. I said, okay, Felicia, what are we going to do? This is the morning of the gala, the morning of the Image Awards. So Felicia will get into all of that. But when I tell you the meaning of sister friends and what that really means to me as far as business is concerned, it's the reason why I started the IG page, The Brown Circle, because what we do is circular. Being a sister friend and my sister's keeper is circular. No one can penetrate that circle of business, that circle of friends. No one can penetrate it, no matter what people say, what the outsiders do. We're going to stand steadfast on the belief of that my sister is going to have my back by any means necessary. So we planned both of these events. It wasn't just me, it was Felicia as well. So, that's how we did it. I couldn't have done it all by myself. She played a major role curating both events, just like I did with helping with the Houston event.
Absolutely. And you also had your team to be present at the activation in Houston as well, correct?
Well, I didn't have my novelettes there this year, but I did have my circle of sisters, my sister's keeper. Like Kia was there. We had a conference call a couple of nights, couple of days before the actual events, and that's when I told the ladies that I wasn't going to be there physically. And the support that I got as a result of the conference call was just amazing. So I knew that they were going to rally around Felicia to help curate this event in my absence, and they did just that. So my circle of sisters have gotten bigger since I did the second annual and since I did the Image Award. So I am really grateful for everyone that stepped in to help with both events in Houston and in LA. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And I can't wait to speak to Felicia about the Puff and Duchess weekend, what it's all about. Now, do we have Felicia coming up first, or do we have Karen coming up first?
We've got Felicia coming up first.
Perfect.
Felicia coming up. We're going to do Karen, and then we're going to go
Awesome.
with the other members of our team. You go ahead and bring my sister friend in.
Yes, bring your sister friend in. Come on in, Miss Felicia.
Felicia, where are you? Did I do it right? Okay, hold on. This is kind of tricky here. Why wouldn't it let me do it? Hold on.
There she is.
There she is.
Hello. Hello.
Hey, friend.
How are you?
Oh,
nice to meet you, Felicia.
It's trying to grow out a little bit. Hi, how are you?
I am wonderful. Welcome tonight to A Moment with Miss Novelty, of course. We are speaking tonight on I Am My Sister's Keeper. Industry women making boss moves, and you recently made a very boss move. You've done it for the second year in a row.
Yes.
The Puff and Duchess weekend.
Yes. I can't say that I made the boss move because it's a collaborative of folks that were involved. So we made the boss move. I think one of my favorite friends / brother, in the words of Kevin of Conscious Cigar, says we.
Uh-oh. We lost her. Did we lose her?
Felicia, come
back.
Come back.
Oh. Come back. We have Mr. Dave in the house. Shouts out to you. Thank you for joining us tonight. Let's see if you are here. Come on in and say, yes, Conscious is here. Come on in and say hello. Invite a friend and tell him to join on in. Miss Novelty is live.
Yes.
Live with friends, because I am my sister's keeper. Industry women making boss moves.
So I'm trying to get Felicia back here.
Okay.
Let me try to get her. Oh, Felicia. Come on, Felicia. Where are you, darling? Let's see. There you go. Let's go. Oh, she's just frozen. I'm not sure how to do that. Let's see.
Oh,
okay, here we go.
Frozen.
Coming back.
It's on the as well.
Okay, coming back in.
There we go. Sorry about that, ladies.
No problem.
Like
That's
okay. Trying to call me at the same time. I'm like, we're live, y'all. But yes. I'm not sure what all you guys heard. Where did I cut off? So I apologize.
And Kevin called it her story.
Her story. That's what he said. And so that's what we continuously make in during the Puff and Duchess Women's Conference. So, yep.
Well, for those who are not familiar with the Puff and Duchess Women's Conference, give us a brief synopsis of what that is and what it entails.
Okay, so the Puff and Duchess Women's Conference is basically something that I came up with for women to learn about cigars, learn how those that want to learn how to smoke a cigar, cut a cigar, if there's a particular way, how many different ways you could do that. It's really to educate. And
Uh-oh, somebody's calling her again. Felicia is popular.
Somebody's calling to say, oh, I'm watching you live.
Oh my God, she's popular.
Like
She's
every
gonna come
time
back.
you call me live and cut me off from being live.
I know. So don't call while she's talking, please. She's gonna call back in a second, and I'm gonna. Yeah. But we have. Let's see. Okay, she's not here yet, but I've got the novelettes on. I've got Natrice, who is my model coordinator and event coordinator. She's on, as I said before, I've got several of my novelettes on here. I think she's back. There she is. Let's get her back in here. Let's see. Okay. All right, there you go. There
No.
Right.
you, okay.
Sorry
Okay.
about that, lady.
No,
I don't know what it is.
that we're back. That's fine.
It may be your internet. It may be the internet is service as well, where you're located could be
Yeah.
possibly. So you were telling us about the Puff and Duchess weekend.
Yes. So again, the Puff and Duchess, it's basically something I started to help educate women. Not only do we talk about cigars, we also implement it where we talk about mental health and the things that us as women go through on a daily basis. So I didn't want, for them to also think of it as just we're getting together just to smoke cigars. I want when women leave the Puff and Duchess conference to say, I left with knowledge, I left with help in case I need some type of someone to talk to. Here's some resources where I can go and speak to someone about it. It's
Yeah.
for us to also fellowship together, for us to know that sisterhood is really real, and you always need someone to always have your back. And support and have that supportive system. Like Sandra mentioned earlier, it's always good to have a supportive system for us women. We go through so much on a daily basis. And, like for me, I smoke a cigar for my mental health to decompress when I'm having a full busy day. So when you come to the women's conference, my goal is to make sure that each and every one of the ladies that attend leave out with something. And if you didn't, then that lets me know I didn't do my job.
Mm,
So,
mm-hmm.
Right. So it is
yep.
it's a collection, a tribe of sorts of women from, and you don't have to be in the Houston area because that's where it's based, right? That's where it's held in Houston.
Correct. So I try to reach out in the industry from different states where I see boss women doing things and make sure that they are acknowledged. I try to reach out to those that I feel like can touch other women and help more educate. And even if there may not be right, because everybody is never right on some things, we all can be able to accept constructive criticism. So I collect women from all over that come, and it's amazing how they just gravitate with each other when they arrive. Like, hey, I've never known you did that, or hey, sis, it's good to see you. I love it. And then just watching the women walk in and fellowship with each other, it's an amazing feeling. And I was like, wow, y'all are really here, and I'm very appreciative that y'all are here to support the conference. So yes.
How did you actually meet Miss Novelty?
I met Miss Novelty, and what to say, almost 4 years ago now. I did an event here in Houston called Fedora Chucks and Cigars. She was one of our sponsors, and when she came to Houston, of course, she participated in the event, and we just kind of just connected there. Very good spirit. We worked together in another event in Miami. Um, and I hear a lot of things in the streets, but when I get to know a person myself, it was like, hey, I can work with this lady. I love her. I love her. I love the things that she's doing in the culture, in the community. So I met her there, and we've been just like rocking and rolling ever since.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. I love that. Because I really believe that you mentioned something that was key that, you would hear things in the street. And so when you get to know someone for yourself, you have that opportunity to know if, there is some synergy between you. Just because it didn't work for someone else doesn't mean that it can't
Absolutely.
work for you. A lot of times, with women, a lot of times we are guilty of having someone else's opinion affect how we are, move in business, in relationships, in friendships. And so, the
Right.
fact that you said, listen, I have a really great relationship, and it's been this way for many years because I've gotten to know this person for myself. So I love that, and that's
That's it.
certainly a part of being your sister's keeper. Now, I did hear that there were some challenges this year with the conference. Miss Novelty actually co-created, as we mentioned earlier, an ice gala. And so what does the Fire and Ice Gala entail? Is it a ball? What does that entail, and how is that different from the rest of the program?
Everything is different from the program. When Miss Novelty comes, she comes, no questions asked, and I love it. And I love it. I love to hear in the streets when I'm visiting different lounges, like, what are you guys? What are you ladies coming up with next? What do you ladies got going on? What is Miss Novelty gonna bring? She's bringing the table. So the Fire and Ice gala, yes, we it was definitely a challenge. Not to get too deep into it, where we did have our event planner to cancel on us with a no call, no show. We've just had some things that we were trying to work out with him, and he just wasn't responding to us in a timely manner. So at the last minute, actually the day of the conference, we were able to solidify someone, and she came in and she did her thing. She provided, her and Sandra kind of talked with each other amongst themselves. Even though I knew a little bit about it, what was going on, I kind of wanted it a little bit to be a surprise for me. So I was like, oh, did Sandra really do that? Knowing that I already knew she did it. But the Fire Night, she gave the guests, the visitors, she gave them just what it says: fire and ice. We had a fire lady out there where she was able to light the cigars for the guests. I mean, it was amazing to say that we found this lady the day of. She came in within a maybe a 4 hour time span, changed that venue around, and was able to make a successful event. Was amazing.
Hmm. Yeah, it was.
Wow,
No,
wow. And let me say this as an event planner and curator myself. There are times when you cannot even write a book for event planning. You cannot, because, and as an event
Yep.
curator, you never know what will happen. I mean, you can have your celebs or your musicians or your people not to show up, and I mean, there's
Yeah.
all types of things. If it's supposed to be sunny, it'll start raining. What, you just cannot plan for
Yeah.
some of the unexpected things that happen. So, Sandra, tell us how you, because again, you're on the West Coast. So, how did you decide, you know what, I'm not going to panic, I'm going to pivot? And how did you do that?
well, the night before, Felicia, of course, was at the event, a different event we had on Friday night, and as we were the event planner, um, the operator actually, and he was not responding. And I told Felicia, I said, Felicia, don't worry, we're gonna make this thing happen. This was the night before. Now I'm in LA, and he's in Houston. Time was like, and we got off the phone. 4 hours later, we were back on the phone. Okay, like Felicia, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? What we gonna do? It was
Oh
4 o'clock,
my
3:30, 4 o'clock.
goodness.
And I couldn't. No, Sean is on here, my manager. I could not sleep. I got up because I had to prepare for the image, and carry attest to that. And I had to. That was a complete. I mean, that was something so different, and Carrie attest to that. But Felicia, like Sandra, but you go ahead and that because it was in the midst of a conference now, so it's 9 o'clock where Felicia was in Houston, and it was still like 5 o'clock over 4 o'clock on the West Coast. I was up, showered and everything. Like, I got to make this thing happen. How are we going to do this? And I'm a very calm, cool, and collective person. So I said, Felicia, go ahead and handle that. Felicia's sister had her phone. So I was calling Felicia. I said, okay, I was giving her updates as I was pivoting. And Sean was down there in the lobby of our hotel when I was putting the Conti cigars together in their packet, getting all my displays ready. And I said, you know what? Let me call this lady right here. We called her. I said, Sean, because Sean was talking to her prior, and I didn't even have her number. Sean had it. And I said, give me her number. So I called and talked to her. I was like, can you please? She didn't see me, but I was like this. Can you please help us out today? I need your help. I need you. She was like, now see, I have to give her credit. That is a brown circle. Like, despite of all of that, she was like, okay. She didn't. The crazy thing was she didn't tell me this is what it's going to cost you. She just jumped right in. Now she did tell me, about 12 o'clock, like it's going to cost you this. And I had to tell her the money. I had to do all of this as I'm getting ready to go over to the image to get all that together. So we made it happen.
Yeah.
And I was going back to her and her sister, and that's the crazy thing. I said, your sisters, the people that clutch.
Yeah.
He said, this is what I wanted.
Yes.
We didn't have a diagram. We didn't have anything. We want fire and ice. This is what we want. And she was calling me. Her name is Sarah. She was calling me and she was like, okay, do you want this? Yes. As I, pulling up the poles to put up my banners at the image. And it was crazy, but we off. We pulled it off.
Five. Yes.
Panic.
And he pulled it off flawlessly. It was beautiful.
The tone that she's talking in now is the tone that she used throughout both of us used throughout the entire situation. And she did say something that just melted my heart, which was why I couldn't sleep. She was like, Sandra, I'm so sad. I was like, don't be sad, friend. Don't be sad. Don't be sad. Be sad. Friend, got this. Kind of tears me up right now. Because it was Felicia. It was.
Yes. So I'm telling you that I was on knees, hands, everything, praying. Like, oh my God, this could not have happened at the worst time. We need something, some magic trick, Lord. Just give it to us. So yeah, it was, and the thing that we could.
I guarantee you, your guest never knew the wiser. You know that saying, never let them see you sweat. I bet you were just as radiant and beautiful, and they had no clue what just happened.
Yes, the people on here said organized confusion. It definitely was. But I told Felicia I would not have liked to be in that situation with anybody else but her. Yeah. She trusted me 100%. I don't care what I had to do. I was not going to let those people that came from out of town walk into an empty building. That was not going to happen. I would empty out my entire savings. On the first call, that's what favored us. On the first call, first person that we called, and she was like, yep, let me go and do it. I'm glad you called me. I was just about to walk out. That's the crazy part. So, there you go. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The favor. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. So I'm sure, Felicia, you've been getting rave reviews since the event, because again, I wasn't there, but I felt like I was there because it was an experience. I saw the fire dancer and how she was lighting the cigars with the fire. That was just so cool. The room was gorgeous with these bright red highlights and features and white furniture, and it was gorgeous.
Yes, yes. Yes, it was. It was. And I tell them, again, this is a Miss Novelty experience. And when she give you that experience, trust me, you're going to feel it. You're going to understand. And, like you say, never let them see you sweat. I tried my best not to let them see me sweat, but I was like, oh my God, we have to pull this off. Oh my God.
And
So, one
so
thing
you
about it,
are also go ahead.
no. You go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh no, go. I want you to finish, and then we're gonna talk about your bow ties and honey's bartenders.
Oh, okay. No, I was just saying, I mean, it was just a night that I'm glad everyone was able to enjoy themselves with the vendors. We had a mobile lounge outside. I'm not sure if anybody got a chance to see, but if you haven't, all of the pictures and photos and videos are all posted on the site, on the Instagram, Facebook. Take a look. Please join us for 2025. You guys, when I say the Miss Novelty experience, you want to make sure you're there. You definitely want to make sure you're there.
We're not
Oh,
playing at
well,
2025.
yes. Since you just gave that shout out, why don't you tell them how they can find out more information about the Puff Industrious Weekend?
So we have a tentative dates for 2025, which is going to be March 28th through the 30th. You can find that information. We're dropping it on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram. And even if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to always, anytime DM me. I'm more than welcome to answer any questions that you may have concerning if it's vendor fees, ticket sales, anything of that nature. We, yeah. I don't want to give too much information out just yet because we're still working on it. We're still planning in the planning process. So, but just know that tentative date is March 28th through the 30th for 2025. And it might be out
Awesome.
last year in Houston. So,
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
wait a minute. Are we planning to move it to other cities?
it's in the works. 2025 will be its last year here in Houston. So for 2026, we are looking for a place to host, and we're not sure what city just yet. So we will say this: we're taking suggestions and ideas. One thing about us, we're open. We love to hear from the people and what they have to say and think about it. So yes, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So you heard it from her, guys. If you would like for the Puff and Duchess weekend to come to your city, put it there in the comments. Let her know where you wanted to come in 2026 or any future events that Felicia is producing. Put it in the chat so that she knows to come and holla at y'all in your city. She wants to definitely reach out and touch everyone. And before you go, Felicia, tell us about the Bow Ties and Honeys bartenders. Give a business shout out.
So I have to say, Bow Ties and Honeys and Puff and Duchess both is a family business. If you ever come to the Puff and Duchess conference, you know that you see Mama at the table, and she is not giving up that job, even though I fired her about 5 times. She is not leaving from her position. You have my daughter who always runs the bars with my nieces. I mean, it's a family. I believe strongly in keeping my family around, and I want them to be a part of everything that I do. So, if you ever see Bow Ties and Honeys, Puff and Duchess, you know that, hey, that's one of Felicia's family members. Bow Ties and Honey started about 6 years ago. I mean, we have contracts with Texas A&M University where we bartend for all of their alumni. We bartend for, of course, different venues, celebrities. I mean, it has been blessed beyond measures. I now have a team of 15 that if you ever need bartenders, we even travel out of state if you need us. We are there. Again, it is a family oriented business as well. So, hey, I mean, I just try to stay
And
busy.
how
That's
can
all I can tell
want
you.
to reach you? If they
Bow Ties and
want to
Honeys
reach
has
the
its
boat?
own platform. Yeah, it has its own platform on social media. So if you ever want to just look up for Bow Ties and Honeys, just go on Instagram or Facebook. And I can also drop it in our chat once I leave here. I'll drop it so you guys have that information because, hey, we are available at any time in any city, state that you're needing us. We're there.
Perfect.
Awesome. Awesome.
And if
Awesome.
I could, I
Awesome.
just wanted to
Awesome.
do one more thing. Let you all know about, of course, I have to say thank you to all of our panelists for 2024 and for our first year as well. We had some amazing women on these panels. 2025 is going to be, of course, we try to take it up a notch every year. I don't want you guys to miss it, especially all of my sisters of the league. Definitely try to be a part of it. It's something I'm telling you, you would really, really appreciate and enjoy. Thank you to all of our sponsors who have been supporting us thus far. Title sponsors, cigar sponsors, you guys are the best. And we could not pull this off without you guys. So thank you, thank you, thank you if you are watching. And if not, somebody tell somebody. It'll get to you.
Yes.
That's right. Thank you so much, Felicia, for dropping in.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Felicia.
Thank
So
you, ladies.
I appreciate you for being real and so true. I can't even like you. You are the absolute bomb, and I don't care what they say about you. You are right with me. You hear me?
Likewise, I am my sister's keeper.
Yeah.
Likewise. All right. Thank you, ladies.
All right. Bye.
Bye bye.
That is awesome. He's amazing.
I love it. I love it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. The unexpected. How to pivot in the unexpected. I love it. That's another piece for you to write. I got you busy. Write that.
Yes, you do. But I got all my homework done, mommy. I got my homework done. It's
Yes,
all good.
yes.
It's all
All right. So we are going to move on to our next guest for tonight. So excited to have Karen Wright, CEO and founder of Black Box Gifts, joining us
yeah.
tonight.
Yes. Karen, are you there? So that I can get you in here. Sean, can you call her, please? If you have her number so that I can get her in. She was having a little bit of trouble coming in. But while we're trying to get her, I think Ja is available or Sean is available to come in to talk about their experience, and we'll
Okay,
circle to Karen. So, Ja, are you there?
absolutely. Good job. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, come on, Ja, come on in so that you can talk to the people. So Ja is my he's one of my makeup artists, and he also did my hair and makeup in Los Angeles. He did it prior to me going, and he did it and maintained it while I was there. So if he's
Mm-hmm.
available, there you are, Ja, come on in. Come on in, request. Let's see, where are you? I don't see you. Come on in, my friend. Where are you? Request.
Now,
Okay, there he is.
Sandra,
Yes.
I said Sandra, Miss Novelty. Miss Novelty, tell us how that process of becoming before Ja actually starts talking. Hey, Ja, tell us the process of becoming a select vendor for the NAACP Image Awards. That is not an easy feat.
No, it absolutely isn't. And it's 100% favor. And I'm going to leave that story to Karen because you have to be invited. And how
Mm.
Karen got it, again, that story to her, but the 100% favor. I met Karen about 3 or 4 years ago. And how I met her was happenstance as well. Well, actually, it wasn't by chance. You know what I mean? He knew 3 years ago that I was going to be at the NAACP Image Awards, and he prepared me all the time to be there. Okay, so if I hadn't gone through all of those situations, the good, the ups, the downs, the good, the bad, I wouldn't have been prepared. And you tell the novelettes, and I always tell everyone that I meet, you never know who's watching you. You watching you, and that is exactly what happens. If you be consistent, stay about your business, be kind to people, and do good business, then you're going to be blessed. You're going to be blessed. I can't even explain that. And another day and another story, but Karen will be able to explain how it happened, and
That.
you fully how that works. My sister's keeper, that is another example of that.
Right, absolutely. And so we're going to move on into the face beater himself. Ja is in the house now. I've not only heard so much about you, but I've seen your work, and honey, you paint the faces. You are amazing at what you do.
Yes.
So congratulations on all of your success. Tell us how you actually prepared to accompany Miss Novelty to the NAACP Awards. Did you already have in mind the look that you wanted her to have?
Definitely. As soon as she asked me to come, I was ecstatic. So I was like, crunch time. As soon as she asked me, what are we doing? This is what we're doing. It has to be big. It has to give luxury. It has to give, I'm here. So as soon as she said, I tried to get her in a 40 inch. She said, I'm not doing 40. I do 30. I said, okay, we can do 30. So once we got there, I was like, okay, we're going to do wand curls, jet black. That gives the most fabulous look when it comes to a black woman. I love to see them in big black hair. It gives a luxurious feel, a luxurious look. And she's a luxurious woman, so luxury is luxury.
Yes.
So just
yes.
little sidebar. I was Dee, I was sitting in Josh's chair a lot of weeks and planning, and I was talking to Karen, and every time I sit in it, every time I go to get my hair done, or get my makeup done, I'm conducting business, right or wrong, job.
Yeah.
And he was like, "You going to? I want to go to Los Angeles. Okay, you're going. Okay. Period. This is what I need you to do." And you could tell the people, job, what I asked you to do and what you did.
As soon as we decided I was going, she said, "Send me your documents." I said, "Documents? Hold on, what documents?" She said, "Send me your proposals and your contracts." I got on it the next day, downloaded my PDFs, sent the emails. I got my response. We're going.
It's all about business. It's all about business. It's all about business. All about business. And the reason why I asked him to go is because when I started going to him, first of all, he took me out of the blue. My daughter called him at like 10 o'clock one night, and because I needed a makeup artist for some event I had, and I needed to be there the next day. He said, "What time do you want to come?" I said, "What time can I come?" "Whatever time to come." And I booked my appointment for 7 o'clock.